Today we're exploring the profound insights of Jensen Huang, the visionary founder and CEO of NVIDIA, whose leadership transformed a graphics chip company into an AI powerhouse. Let's unpack his most impactful quotes that can revolutionize how you approach life and work. Quote 1. My goal is to create the conditions where amazing people come to do their life's work. This quote represents the core of Jensen Huang's leadership philosophy. He understands that true innovation doesn't come from micromanaging talented individuals. It comes from creating an environment where they can thrive. Think about it. When people feel they're doing their life's work, not just a job, their passion and dedication reach extraordinary levels. What's the lesson here? Whether you're leading a team of 3 or 3,000, focus less on controlling outcomes and more on creating conditions that unleash potential. Ask yourself, am I building a place where amazing people would want to do their life's work? If not, what needs to change? Quote 2. I give feedback right in front of everyone. This might sound intimidating, but this approach to transparent feedback has been revolutionary. In a world where criticism is often delivered behind closed doors, Jensen believes in the power of public learning. When feedback happens in front of the team, everyone learns, not just the recipient. This creates a culture where feedback isn't personal, it's professional development happening in real time. It normalizes the improvement process and demonstrates that even the most talented individuals are constantly growing. Consider how this might transform your own environments. What if we replaced whispered criticisms with open conversations about how to improve? What if we treated feedback as a gift to be shared, not a secret to be hidden? The collective learning would be exponential. Quote 3. Deciding what to give up on is at the core of success. In a world obsessed with more projects, more features, more commitments, Jensen offers a counterintuitive truth. Success often depends on what you choose to abandon. NVIDIA's rise to dominance wasn't just about what they pursued, it was equally about what they deliberately left behind. When Jensen pivoted the company toward AI and data centers, it meant saying no to other potentially lucrative opportunities. This clarity of purpose, knowing not just what to do but what not to do, has been instrumental in their focus and success. The courage to abandon good ideas to pursue great ones is what separates the exceptional from the merely busy. Next time you feel overwhelmed, ask yourself, what worthy goal am I willing to sacrifice for something even more important? Quote 4. Strategy isn't words, strategy is action. In an era of beautifully crafted mission statements and vision documents, Jensen cuts through the noise with this reminder. Real strategy manifests in what you actually do, not what you say you'll do. This principle challenges us to examine the alignment between what we claim is important and where we invest our time and resources. Are we actually doing what we say matters most? If someone observed our actions without hearing our stated priorities, what would they conclude our true strategy is? The gap between stated and enacted strategy is where many individuals and organizations fail. Make your actions match your aspirations. This is where true strategic advantage lies. Quote 5. People with very high expectations have very low resilience. This insight reveals Huang's nuanced understanding of human psychology. When we expect perfection from ourselves, others, or circumstances, we set ourselves up for devastating disappointment when reality falls short. Jensen isn't advocating for low standards, but high standards push us toward excellence while allowing for adaptation. Rigid expectations shatter when confronted with inevitable setbacks. This wisdom is particularly valuable in today's fast-changing tech landscape. Those who expect perfect execution of their original plans often break under pressure. Those who maintain high standards while embracing the messy reality of innovation tend to bounce back stronger. Consider your own relationship with expectations. Do they energize your work or paralyze you when things don't go as planned? Cultivating the paradoxical combination of high standards with flexible expectations might be the key to sustainable excellence. Quote 6. Have the humility to confront failure and get help. In Silicon Valley's culture of fake it till you make it, Jensen's emphasis on vulnerability and help-seeking stands out. He recognizes that acknowledging failure isn't weakness, it's the prerequisite for improvement. NVIDIA's history includes significant setbacks, including failed product launches and strategic missteps. What distinguished them was not an absence of failure, but their response to it, confronting reality quickly, learning thoroughly, and unashamedly seeking expertise when needed. The quote questions the idea of self-made success. Jensen knows that innovation is a team sport that requires diverse perspectives and specialized knowledge. The truly confident leader doesn't pretend to have all the answers. They know exactly when and how to tap into the collective intelligence around them. So how might your outcomes improve if you approach challenges with genuine curiosity instead of defensive certainty? What breakthroughs await on the other side of acknowledged limitations? Quote 7. Smart people focus on the right things. In this deceptively simple statement, Jensen distinguishes between intelligence and wisdom. Being smart isn't just about processing power, it's about applying that power to what truly matters. Now, identifying the right things requires both strategic thinking and courage. It means looking beyond immediate gratification toward long-term impact. It means resisting the allure of busy work that feels productive but doesn't move the needle. Ask yourself, are you directing your intelligence toward truly consequential problems? Or are you using your capabilities to execute efficiently on things that ultimately don't matter? The difference determines whether your talents create lasting value or merely the illusion of progress. Quote 8. Never stop asking questions and seeking answers. Curiosity fuels progress. Jensen embodies the perpetual student. Despite building one of the world's most influential tech companies, he maintains a learning orientation that keeps NVIDIA at the cutting edge. This curiosity isn't passive interest, it's active inquiry that challenges assumptions and explores new territories. Under Huang's leadership, NVIDIA regularly questions industry orthodoxy. The answers to those questions have redefined computing. So how might a renaissance of curiosity transform your work? What questions have you stopped asking because you assume you know the answers? What fields adjacent to your expertise might offer fresh perspectives? Curiosity is the antidote to complacency and the catalyst for reinvention. Quote 9. Leadership is about setting the stage for others to shine. Great leaders aren't spotlights, they're stagehands. Jensen understands that his most important role isn't performing, but creating conditions where others can deliver their best performances. This quote manifests in how Huang approaches his role as leader and reframes the success narrative. The measure isn't how brightly am I shining, but how many others am I helping to shine? It's a mindset that multiplies impact by focusing on enabling others rather than showcasing oneself. Whether you formally lead a team or simply work with others, consider, are you creating conditions where those around you can do their best work? Are you more concerned with getting credit or getting results? The most illuminating leaders often cast the least light on themselves. Quote 10. Failure is not the end. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. In a risk-averse world, Jensen embraces failure as an inevitable component of innovation. What matters isn't avoiding failure, but extracting maximum learning from it. The key distinction is between blameworthy failures like negligence or ethical lapses and praiseworthy failures, which are ambitious attempts that generate new understanding. By celebrating the latter while addressing the former, Huang creates psychological safety that encourages bold thinking. In your own journey, how might reframing failure change your willingness to take risks? What learning might be waiting in your recent disappointments? The most successful individuals aren't those who fail least, they're those who learn most. Quote 11. Embrace the unknown and embrace change. That's where true breakthroughs happen. Comfort with ambiguity is perhaps Jensen's most distinctive characteristic. Where others see uncertainty as a threat, he sees it as a playground of possibility. This quote invites us to examine our relationship with the unknown. Do we retreat from uncertainty or advance toward it? Do we resist change or harness its energy? Our answers determine whether we'll be disrupted by the future or help create it. Now ask yourself, what unknown territory in your field makes you uncomfortable? That discomfort might be pointing toward your next breakthrough. The most valuable discoveries often lie just beyond the boundary of what feels safe and certain. Quote 12. The world needs more dreamers and doers, not just talkers. In this quote, Jensen cuts to the heart of what distinguishes transformative leaders from mere commentators. Ideas without execution remain unfulfilled potential. The quote challenges us to honestly assess our own balance of talking versus acting. Are we discussing great ideas or implementing them? Are we critics pointing out what's wrong or builders creating what's right? The world has no shortage of commentary, but faces a deficit of constructive action. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into Jensen Huang's wisdom. If you found value in these principles, remember to like, subscribe, and share with others who might benefit.